I'm Tony Lisa Walters. My family calls me Tony. I am a team trucker with my husband, Donnell, and I do LinkedIn by day, truck by night. I'm a certified business coach. Today we're going to talk about being a beginner on LinkedIn and your week by week growth plan and what that looks like as a beginner on LinkedIn. And it's a lot simpler than you think it is. It's just you have to be strategic and intentional with what you do each week. And I do that myself right from the front seat of my semi truck. This week, if you haven't already seen, I did a short video about it. We just got a brand new truck, the Black Pearl. So we had to bring it into our company to get it set up, with the ELD and decals and all that. So right now I'm at the terminal, but I'm still about to be on the road rolling in that brand new truck. Brand new to us anyway. It's used, but it's brand new. So, but back to the lesson. Let's get back to the video. I'm going to talk about what you should do week by week on LinkedIn. I didn't want to start on LinkedIn. A friend kept telling me to come over to LinkedIn, but I just didn't think it was for me because I thought it was for people that are looking for a job, are looking to grow in their career. And a lot of people are doing that, but it is a lot of business owners on that site also that are looking to grow their business, get in front of potential clients that they wouldn't normally get into. So it's over 1 billion people on LinkedIn, and only 2% of them are posting and reaching out to try to find their ideal client and grow their business. So that's a perfect platform for you to start if you're a beginner. You can do it while you're still working your regular job, your 9 to 5, and you can do this part-time, but you still have to be intentional with what you do. So let's get to it. Week 1, you have to set up your profile, and your profile needs to be a client-ready profile. When you think about it, think about who you want to speak to. Who's your ideal client? What is their pain point? What do you help them with? What is the solution? That's how your profile should read. It should speak to your ideal client. It should not read like a resume of what you did or what you do in your current job, unless that's what you're trying to go after. But if you're trying to go after getting clients for your new business, then you have to set your profile up in a way where it speaks to your ideal client. And so that means, you think about what you need to say that would be for you to attract that person, that client that you want to book, or that's you thinking is going to be your client you want to work with for whatever your business is. So that's how you have to set your profile up. You have to set your banner up to speak to your client, your about section to speak to your client. All of that has to pinpoint what your ideal client is looking for. So when they come to your profile, they'll say, okay, I might need to work with you. This person is the person that can help me, whatever you're selling, even if it's a service, if it's you actually selling items, whatever it is, you have to speak to that in your profile. So just make sure your profile is client ready. And that's week 1. That's what you're going to do. So week 2, you have to post content. You have to post. If you don't post, your client's not going to find you anyway. So you have to post. Once you get your profile set up, then you worry about the content, and the content needs to attract your ideal client. The buyers that you want to attract. And the way you can do this is, 1, you could tell a story. 2, you could teach a lesson. So you can tell a story about your client, how you help them, or you could do the lesson, telling the lesson about how you help the client. Either way, that's what's going to, the way you post, and when people see themselves in the way you're posting daily. Or I was told, I actually took a class to learn LinkedIn once I got serious about it. And the way you post, you definitely have to talk to your people and what you're posting about. But the way that you do that is through stories, your personal lessons, what you learned. And they have to see and believe that you are the person that can help them because of what you did, what you helped this person with, what you actually achieved for yourself. I was told to post twice a week at first when you start. And I did that. When I really got consistent, I post 3 to 4 times a week. And it's up to you, but you need to at least post twice a week so that you can start getting your content out there, start getting in front of your ideal client. That's week 2. Week 3, you have to build your prospect list. And how you do this is by connecting with people who you think are your ideal client or who you're going to work with, who you want to work with. That could change. But once you figure out, okay, this is a person, this is my skill. This is my expertise that I can help someone with. So this is what my client looks like. So I'm going to look for these particular clients and connect with them when I read their profile. See if that might be my potential client, send a connect message. You need to send 20 connects a day, at least. Well, I believe that that's the limit. So, but at least try to start with 5. I started with 5 because when you're learning, it's new. You're going to be trying to figure it out, but make sure you work up to that 20 connects a day and at least 5 of them to be your ideal client, because you're going to be wanting to grow your connections pretty fast. So all of them don't have to be ideal clients. They could just be good connections for you, but at least 5 need to be that. Be people who you think could turn into an ideal client. That's week 3. Week 4, you're opening your client conversations. That's in the comments. That's in the warm leads that you get with people. That warm leads are people that you're talking to in the comments and you're going back and forth and creating banter. Or when you're posting, people that like your comment, people that comment on your post, those are warm leads. So you can take that conversation further in the DM if you think that it'll turn into your potential client one day. If they talking about a pain point that you know you can help them with, then that's when you start that conversation. But also, the energy needs to be right. And when you're doing the conversations in the DMs, don't go in to sell. Come up with a no sell script. Basically, like, thank you for engaging on my post. I seen that you were talking about this issue that you had. Here's something I can provide to help you with that. Go into it with that mindset, with that framing like that, and just offer help at first so you can figure out what the problem is. So then you're not selling them anything. You can see if our potential good fit. Can you help that person? Do you think this person will be a good client? So that's what the conversations do. That's week 4. Week 5 is what I call the engine, pretty much. Be intentional with your affirmations. You really can start this from week 1. But if you haven't, by week 5, you need to be intentional with the affirmations. And your energy needs to be right. Once your energy needs to be right, and every day you just talk about your affirmations, talk about what's going to come out of what these conversations that you're starting, talk about what it's going to look like for you, what it's going to look like for them. I'm big on affirmations. I do my affirmations. I believe in what I say. You have to believe it. If you don't believe it, it's not going to happen. So, but once you be intentional with that, do your affirmations every day. And then you could come up with an affirmation you say every day. And it could be specific towards building your business, building your clients, attracting the right clients. When you're setting intention, you could say every post, every connection is going to tie into my purpose. I want to be able to help everyone that I connect with in some type of way. It may not turn into, a sale, but in some type of way, you're going to help them further themselves, help them improve their lives, help them improve their business. And in turn, that'll eventually come back to you. So that's the 5 weeks to start as a beginner. Week 1, you have to make sure set up your client ready profile. Week 2, content that attracts the right buyers. And you do that through stories and through lessons. Start with 2 posts a week, work up to 4 posts a week. When people comment on your posts, reply. Go to other people that you're connecting with, those 20 connections that you're doing a day, people are going to connect with you. You're going to be seeing their posts. Go and comment and help somebody in that comment section. And reply. When they respond to you, reply back. And then week 3, building your prospect list. This is your lead list. Those leads could turn into your clients. Week 4, opening your client conversations in the DMs. That's where the magic happens. Make sure you, but don't go in the DMs selling, go in the DMs helping. That will eventually turn into a client or a sale or just a good connect. It's going to turn into something either way if you handle it right. And then week 5, the engine. Be intentional with your affirmations and how it's going to go week by week, how your posts are going to land. Your right clients are looking for you. You're attracting the right people. They're going to be able to pay you. All of that, you need to do that daily. And if you ain't doing it daily, make sure you set something up by week 5 and come up with your affirmation that you're going to say every day before you even start your day. And so that's all for this video, guys. Just remember, you have to be intentional, okay, with everything. Be intentional, set the intent, expect to receive, and expect abundance to follow. If you do these things, then it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take repetition. It's going to take being committed, but it will happen. If you stay committed, it will happen for you. So if you don't know how to talk to your first client, book your first client, reach your first client, I created a free tool that you can download. First client checklist is for LinkedIn. Make sure that you do that within the first 48 hours of downloading it, because it's always about action. When you decide to take action, momentum follows that. And then you'll start seeing the fruits of what you're putting in. But you got to take the action. You got to do it. You got to complete the steps. You got to actually do these things in order for something to change, in order for it to work. And you're going to be learning along the way too. So do that, and then let me know how it went for you. Let me know when you do start your 5 weeks. Let me know how it goes each week. Comment if you have any questions. I'll answer your questions you have, and connect with me on LinkedIn too. All right, that's all for this video, guys. I'll talk to you. See you in the next video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Bye.